Everyone and everywhere.
Hello. Hello. We have beautiful people here to see us, and we're here to see you. We're here to see. We work
We're,
here.
we're here to see you in great detail.
Mhm. I am Shelley Stoker, and I am the funeral director here at Final Destinations Funeral Home and Crematorium. And joining me, as usual, is my co-host, Bob Walton, a.k.a. Hoops.
Can you stop with the nicknames?
No, it's befitting. It's befitting of March Madness.
I don't know what month it is.
Well, you're behind. You're behind. It's very big right now. It is the month of March. So it is a very mad month.
You've kept me working so long as an unpaid intern that I've lost all sense of time.
Well, I apologize. Thankfully, our attendees are much more patient than you are. I understand that some of you are here to see the funeral of Mickey Mouse. That, unfortunately, is our last funeral of the day.
She overbooked the funeral home.
We're super behind. We ran into some tech issues. I normally plant mics before the funerals, and mostly the people giving the eulogies don't realize they're there. But today I was like, we should do something special for ourselves. Okay, let's take some of this anger out of March.
Just doing it live, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You think you're not going to get sued for this?
No, I think that they'll think it's delightful too, right?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you. This is helping me solidify my decision to have these during live funerals.
So, sir, whose funeral are you here for? We have 6 funerals booked today.
We had Captain Crunch last week. And
How about you, Miff?
Brandon Flowers? From the Killers. Oh. Yeah. He left out of the back after you implied that he died.
We specialize in the non-real. Well, they're real to us.
They're
They're so good.
They are amazing. They are amazing.
Where's Mr. Brightside now?
Mr. Brightside now? You know what? Mr. Brightside.
Is he on the list?
Yeah, I actually see Mr. Brightside on the list. Mr. Brightside. I don't know much about Mr. Brightside, but I am excited to hear what Mr. Brightside's loved ones had to say about him. Maybe it's Mrs. Brightside. Who knows?
Or Brightside Jr.?
Mm-hmm. All right. Do either of you?
Who are you here to see?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man? Ooh, that is a good one. We had Spider-Man last week, though. And if somebody listens to our episode and want to hear Spider-Man, I can understand, though. I apologize. You missed his funeral by a week.
A week and a day, technically.
Yeah, that sucks that you weren't told.
Well, which multiverse are you from?
Oh, is it another? Are you here to see another superhero? Or no, just Spider-Man? I apologize.
Any of them.
We can dig him up. We can replay that.
And Spider-Man had a lot of loved ones.
He did. We can make note and see if we can find a way.
Is he still living?
One of him is. Oh, well,
Shit, is he moving?
Spider-Man?
So can we have sex on the ceiling?
Ooh, yeah, I mean, I'm sure he can make it feel a lot of spidey senses, right?
Yes, please.
Please, I should say for legal reasons, don't drag Spider-Man's corpse to the roof and have sex with it.
It could. I mean, certain positions might be hard. Things might get stuck in the throat.
I hope they're hard.
Rigor mortis is big, and I hear for superheroes it's even worse. How about you? How about you? Do you here to see anyone in particular? No. You're here for the entertainment.
You go to funerals for entertainment? Fair point.
Mhm.
You have a lot in common with them, Shelley.
Well, I do this as a job. It's not. I do enjoy my job. They say do what you love what you do. So that's why we're here right now.
Would either of you like to double dip?
Always down to double dip.
You got nothing?
Where's that extra meat stick at?
The X-ray meat stick?
I think she said extra meat stick.
Oh, extra meat stick. Okay, I was gonna be like X-ray meat stick. I have not heard of that superpower yet. I'm not sure. Did Superman have an X-ray meat stick? Superman. Well, good thing that he's on our list too.
Oh, I thought she was here to see Mr. Jim.
Mr.
Slim
Jim.
Slim Jim.
Slim Jim.
Slim? You mean thick Jim?
Oh, that is. Why aren't you giving his eulogy? Oh my gosh. Thick Jim, you sounds like you knew Thick Jim.
In my dreams. Only there.
Well, okay, so hopefully we can squeeze in all of these eulogies. So we have Slim Jim. We're gonna eulogize Slim Jim sometime today. And Big Jim, potentially same person. We don't know. We won't know until we see the body.
Didn't you prepare that?
Well, we might need somebody to do that.
You haven't done that yet?
We might have the funeral of Mr. Brightside today. We might have Spider-Man. We might have Superman. We're gonna have to see what's the other intern.
You really overbooked this. This is a
potentially.
travesty.
Potentially, okay. Who knows? How was your day, Bob? I forgot to ask you. I thought, you would want to tell me about it, but not in front of these people, I guess.
What's there to say? You kept me locked in the basement, cleaning up all day again.
You were also cleaning up the dead bodies? Boom! Up top. Yeah.
Were you also not paid? Are you working for college credit?
He's not thick Jim.
What's the name of your funeral home? I need to scope out the competition. Okay. Oh, so this is underground. This isn't a funeral home. But it is a funeral home. Underground. It's like a punk funeral home. Mm-hmm. Okay, well.
Don't tell me you're gonna do the same thing you did for the last competition that tried to start up in town. Just planting all those dead puppies outside their building.
They walked there and all died at the same time.
Wink.
No, I'm pretty sure they did.
I'm
okay?
pretty sure that's why your last intern quit.
He quit.
Or was arrested. I'm not 100% sure what the timeline was there.
He'll be able to volunteer again in 5 years. All right. We have an exciting show for you.
We're doing our first one.
Yeah.
We should get the ball rolling.
Yeah, we should. We should. Are you trying to message me your resignation? What's on my phone right now?
I don't have to answer that question. I want a lawyer.
Oh no, why don't we do it in front of people, Bob? Huh?
I mean, last time I tried to quit, you called my advisor and sold him a cheap burial plot.
Well, it's not my fault that your advisor knows a good deal. When right? Right? Funerals are expensive.
Yes.
And so is good help, right?
Yeah, you don't pay me. If you paid me, I would be better help.
All right, fine then. I am excited to, I'm gonna get my little mask on. It's a Puerto Rican flag. We like to enjoy parts of the US, including Puerto Rico. They're cool people. They listen to our show. There's a lot of funeral home lovers in there. So we're just really trying to pander to our audience there. Potentially Indiana's flag might hit a mask that we'll wear sometime. You'll all decide that for us.
What exactly did you do on your last vacation?
You're going to hear a eulogy now given by the amazing Gunther Tortelli. He is an HVAC worker, expert. Give it up. I need to hear you.
Hello, my name is Gunther Tortelli. I'm a local HVAC employee in this region. If you're looking for HVAC needs, I'd be the guy to ask after this funeral. If you're enjoying the temperature in this location currently, then that's something I could probably do at your residence. I'm sorry I don't have a website or a phone number, so it's a real honor system when I tell you the date. Just trust me, I'll be there. I just got tools. It would help me if you raised your hand now so that I could get a count who needs HVAC needs or repairs. All right, that way I can memorize a face and I'll talk to you after the show, sir. I'll be able to do what you need. That's great, thank you. Well, I guess we should get to the reason we're all here and whatnot. I've been asked to give the eulogy for the dearly departed, and it is with a heavy heart, and I accept this great responsibility. As you all know, the dearly departed wasn't the most popular. But I know the McGordy family that owned the Keystone 8000 BTU 115 volt through the wall air conditioner model, number KSTAT08-1C, greatly appreciated the work the unit did in keeping their home cool in the summer. As some of you may know, or may not, we are gathered here for the passing of the Keystone 8000 BTU 115 volt through the wall air conditioner model, number KSTAT08-1C, which was sold for parts shortly dismantled on March 2nd, 2021, which is a pretty good lifespan for a through-the-wall air conditioning unit, especially after an incident in 1987 where the Keystone 8000 BTU 115 volt through-the-wall air conditioning model, number KSTAT08-1C, tried to commit suicide while being goaded by his appliance friends, lamp, radio, vacuum, blanket, and of course, a little toaster. Oh, thank you. Someone here for that funeral. Perfect. Now, I knew this unit my whole life while repairing it periodically when the McGordy family moved away 5 years prior to the incident of the suicide, before selling this house soon after the attempted suicide, as I said. Thank you so much. The family appreciates it. I tried my hand at living there during the time while the family was gone, but they always seemed to come back to visit before I could legally acquire squatter's rights. Which, I mean, that's tough. I used to talk to the AC unit, me and him. We had dreams together, you know? It wanted to see if it could keep a room cool, even in the desert, and I really just wanted to acquire squatter's rights. It was a defining moment, the suicide. I remember, though, when it tried to take its own life, I was hiding in the wall, where I mainly stood, while it was clearly explaining, in its impression of what seemed to be Phil Hartman doing Jack Nicholson, to the other appliances that their master, which honestly was a term that felt weird hearing even in the 80s, wasn't gonna come back to the house. I mean, you got a vacuum who seemed to get the drift of what's happening, a lamp and radio who seemed to never take nothing seriously, a blanket who seemed to be in love with the master when I'm realizing those are not mayonnaise stains splattered throughout it, and of course their leader who may be one of the most evil appliances I've ever seen, a toaster. Thank you again. The toaster who argued with the Keystone 8000 BTU 115 volt through the wall air conditioner model number KSTAT08-1C, he stated the AC unit was full of hot air, which isn't physically possible for an AC unit. The toaster pushed that the Keystone 8000 BTU 115 volt through the wall air conditioner model number KSTAT08-1C was simply jealous because the master did not play with him since his dials are too high for him to reach. And let me tell you, that's a regulation issue right there. Minnesota state law clearly states all through-the-wall AC units need to have their dials 5 foot 7 inches above the ground. I mean, kid clearly states everywhere on the system. Kids shouldn't be playing with AC units, mind you. You all know that. You're all smart people. And which makes me think, why was he playing with any of those appliances? What's going on here? What's up with Rob McGordy's parents? Were they ever around? The kid's best friend was a toaster and his lover a blanket? I'm sorry, this isn't the time. I would like to apologize to Master Rob's wife, Chris, who is here tonight. I'm realizing this isn't the place to make these accusations. The toaster, this supposedly brave little toaster, now with a smirk pointing out the Keystone 8000 BTU 115 volt through the wall air conditioner model number KSTAT08-1C was flawed. Led to what was a scarring moment for myself. The toaster hit a nerve, you know, and the AC unit quickly went to manic and spoke out that it wasn't an invalid, you know, being stuck in the wall and whatnot. And it wasn't his fault that he couldn't move, you know? The toaster knew the triggers, and they had no problem going there. Sure, the Keystone 8000 BTU 115 volt through the wall air conditioner model number KSTAT08-1C said some problematic things, much as telling the vacuum, and I quote, "What are you gonna do, suck me to death?" But who here hasn't said that in the heat of the moment? And he's an AC unit who's never used to having a heat of the moment. Then without notice, he exploded and fell to parts and pieces in front of them. Did the other appliances care? No! They shrugged it off and called him a jerk. They were not good appliances. Not so brave to look down on someone clearly struggling. Not so brave to point out someone's handicap. Not so brave to act like someone's life has no meaning. But that's just who the toaster was. If you ask me, they got the little right. Now it was repaired later on by Rob McGordy, and he lived a happy life with a new family after that, which is very nice since the other appliances would never know nor care, not even talk about while they had all the whole time in the world, while traveling to Mars, about the Keystone 8000 BTU, 115 volts through the wall air conditioner model KSTAT08-1C. He would go on to keep families cool for 1 month a year while in the middle of Minnesota where it rarely gets hot. Until it had another meltdown and blew up beyond repairs a few months ago when a Roomba called him old. I gotta be honest, these manic episodes were completely my fault, since I installed them not just as a polar cooling unit, but also as a bipolar cooling unit. You will be missed. And a reminder, after the funeral, please come find me if you need any HVAC needs. I remember the faces of those who raised their hands. That was you, sir, so please don't even think about acting like you didn't do that. Personally, I prefer customers with spacious walls. Thank you very much.
See? Look at, we can mourn a ton of people. Aren't you glad you came here early?
Yes.
Right? We can be sad together. And Gunther didn't know that some of you weren't here for his eulogy, okay? We got to mourn the AC unit together. Did I know that that was going to happen? A little bit. It's my funeral home. Sure,
Did you pack all these together because you only thought there would be 1 or 2 people per body?
Well, you know, some people don't have a lot of loved ones, and I like to feel togetherness together, okay? We can all pretend to be a huge family, okay? I can be Big Mama. Do you?
Shelley, come on. KSTAT08-1C did not die for you to mock his death.
I am not mocking his death. Hey, he was too hot to handle, okay?
My fave.
Thank you. Thank you. I am glad to be appreciated by other people.
Speaking of other people, did you buy this funeral home? I remember there was some confusion. Gunther did mention squatters' rights, which kind of got me thinking.
I took over this funeral home, and I also took over the hearse. It was cursed. Who knew? It was cursed. I painted over a wizard that was on the side of it.
And then made me drive it, and it tried to kill me multiple times.
But it's working now. We hired some people who have their own radio show, and they got rid of a demon.
Yes, so our Yugo hearse is back running again.
If anyone wants to take a ride in the front seat, we get that you wouldn't want to take a ride in the back seat, and hopefully.
Or maybe you would, you know. I think Shelley's business is not doing great, so if you want to ride in the back, go for it.
I don't know about you, but business is actually booming right now. I don't know what world you're living in, but oh boy, has it been a busy year. I have to actually announce two eulogy. Well, it's one eulogy for 2 people. It's like a double, 2 birds, 1 stone, except like you don't really need to use the stone because the birds are already dead. The next eulogy, can we please bow our heads, but while they are bowed, make a whooping, because that's just how we celebrate sadness here. We whoop. Can we whoop for Thelma and Louise? Woo! Whoop. So we took parts of our body.
Is that
bags.
better?
Yeah. If you want to take the bag off too, it's up to you.
You mean I don't need this baggie?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought maybe we were keeping drugs in there or something. I didn't know. I'd just save it for
not
later.
anymore.
Oh,
Not
not
That's for you to
anymore.
find
Okay.
out.
All right, we'll just hang on to that. So, friends, family, and patrons of the I-30 truck stop just 2 miles south of Texarkana, I want to thank you for joining us today as we remember the lives of Louis Sawyer and Thelma Dickinson. Did y'all find a seat okay? Was there enough room for y'all? Yeah, good. Okay. Now, these are 2 women, 2 pillars of our community who wore many hats. One of them wore the hat of wife, other of mother, another of girlfriend, another of a diner waitress. But perhaps the most important hat that these two women wore collectively was that of my best friend. Now, I know a lot of us were taken aback by the deaths of Thelma and Louise, but I don't think anyone was more surprised than I was at their passing, myself, their best friend. Let me just say that I certainly know how Celine Dion feels right about now. But yeah, no, it's weird to me that in all the times that we hung out together that they like never mentioned that they were gonna take this trip together, because like we had talked about going to the Grand Canyon on a girls' weekend like so many times, like when we were bowling, that one time we went and got mani-pedis, that time we were sharing a fishbowl margarita down at San Pedro's. We were talking like we were just gonna get out of town and just really have a great time. Like, honestly, I'm surprised they didn't invite me, because like I'm the one with an associate's degree in geology from Eastern Arkansas Junior College. Not a full degree, like I'm just a few credit hours short, but like I've done most of the important stuff. Like I would have gotten us to the Grand Canyon and back in no problem whatsoever, you know? So it's like, it's just weird that they did, because we were so close, you know? Like, we were always throwing rocks into a quarry together and like doing duets at karaoke. We loved Islands in the Stream. They mostly sang Islands in the Stream. I'm more of a Def Leppard girl myself. God, it just would have been so much fun if we'd all gone together, you know, right? Like we were always calling each other the three Bustketeers. I mean, not always, but like sometimes we said that. I said it mostly. I was trying to get it to kind of catch on with our friend group, and I think it would have eventually. I heard that the girls ran into some trouble at a bar in Oklahoma, and you know, I just want to say, like that never would have happened if I would have been there, right? Because like I'm like the Green Berets when I go out with my girls. Okay, we leave no one behind. Like we just never would have gotten in that situation if I had been there, you know. I heard that they actually they got chased down because people recognized their 1996 Ford Thunderbird when they were driving down the road, and I gotta say, you know, that's a pretty flashy vehicle for two people kind of trying to keep a low profile, you know, like you know, if we had taken my 2012 Dodge Caravan, like I think we would have been able to blend in a little bit better on the highway, right? And like I had just gotten my oil changed right before this happened, so like we were good to go. We could have taken turns like sleeping in the van, and that way we wouldn't have to stay at that terrible hotel and get into all that nonsense that they got into, you know? I'm just like, we could have taken turns sleeping in the back of the van, right? Like, and plus, y'all know my snack game is on point, right? I am always bringing the best road trip snacks, and no tree nuts, because Thelma has an allergy, and, you know, only your best friend would know something like that. There was no need for these women's lives to be cut short so tragically, like they were. I mean, we could have surrendered to the police, right? Just been like, you know what, we made a big mistake. It's all a big misunderstanding, sorted it out. Like, my uncle is an attorney. Like, he could have helped us out. He's a patent attorney, but like, I'm sure he knows somebody who could have like gotten us out. We probably would have been in prison for maybe what, like 2-3 years with a plea bargain, you know, and like probably could have done something where we could all like stayed together and just be like a cool sleepover, you know, with just braiding each other's hair, playing truth or dare. But no. Now my friends are at the bottom of the Grand Canyon, and now I can basically never go because I'm going to be constantly reminded of this betrayal and their untimely deaths. Thank you.
That was so touching. If they had just had her, They just had her by their side, okay? They could still be here. We would be out 2 funeral monies, but she would be happier, right?
You know, I think you should ask her to get in contact with her uncle, the lawyer, because I'm sure you've got something coming.
Oh my goodness. So she's gonna be real surprised with the reception because we set up a karaoke theme funeral reception. We were able to, they don't look as great as they could have if they hadn't driven off into the Grand Canyon, but we did what we could. We did what we could with what we had, and we set them up so they could be singing.
Is that why you were why you were locked in the morgue the other week? And you told me I couldn't come in? It was a surprise.
You know, it's like a diorama, a human-sized diorama. That takes a lot of time, and I didn't want to get a failing grade. Okay, I definitely passed this one, for sure. Oh boy. So I think I need to wipe it. I should probably put a mask on if I'm going to wipe. We don't want to get shut down or too many noses poking around.
This is surprising because I thought you would think it'd be good for business.
Yeah, okay, generally good for business in terms of like, yeah, we might have a funeral for a health inspector. Okay?
Oh, you've definitely. I've seen the van parked outside that gets towed a week later. I don't think you're a fan of health inspectors.
I'm a fan of health inspectors. They're just not a fan of me.
Why is that, Shelley?
Because they don't have that much personality.
Not anymore.
They can appreciate a good thing that's in front of them. I am gonna actually have to disappoint the next. Well, you know what? We can make it happen. We can make it happen. Our next funeral, we made some promises that we can't keep.
So the Gym Foundation for Mr. Slim wanted a
Portrait.
Yeah.
The Slim Jim Foundation wanted a portrait.
Our artist is a no-show because I'm guessing you found him on Facebook Marketplace.
Look, you can find some really good deals on Facebook Marketplace, okay? And some of them happen to be artists, freelance artists. Sure, when you give them the job and tell them what you want them to do, they get a bit uncomfortable with it. So,
You prepaid them, didn't you? We're not going to see that money.
We're gonna.
Should we have the friend of the deceased?
Well, I don't want them to know right away. Well, maybe. I also don't want them to sue us either. Yeah, maybe they should come out. We can pretend that we are all in this together, okay?
If anybody asks.
I'm gonna need one of you to have my back, okay? Can the friend of Slim Jim come out? Oh, hey, I know we made some promises in the contract, and we wanted you to know that we are great at fulfilling promises. Oh, yep. So, we thought it would be great, right, everybody?
It would be a more personal, loving touch.
If we drew the picture that you wanted of the happy memory, real time.
There we go. Oh, yeah, pictures, yes. Yeah, a picture would be excellent. More pictures being drawn than me speaking from the heart would be appreciated. Very much so.
Before you read your eulogy,
That I wrote.
we're gonna have
The eulogy that I wrote for Mr. Jim.
we're gonna have the artist that we hired
Oh,
in the audience.
Professional artist.
great.
Miss, could you come up and draw a loving portrait? Yes, a loving portrait of Mr. Jim.
Oh.
Well, so we'll scooch off the stage too to give you room.
Okay.
We have a green marker, which is what people look like before they get to us. And then this happy face is what we make them look like. All right, so we'll give you your room. We're gonna back 6 feet away. just
Okay.
like a grave.
I'm gonna go 6 feet. I'll go further if possible, actually.
And you remember him full detail.
Well,
His friend is gonna share a moment that he had with you, and you
yeah.
are gonna because we made this agreement on in our artist contract.
And so now I'm on the clock. Has the clock started for my eulogy yet? Okay, hearts. Yeah, I think we can all agree Jim liked hearts. That's something we all are familiar with about Jim. Jim, he was a slim guy, right? Also maybe a thick guy. I don't know from what I heard. Beefy, any way it goes. I think we can agree. Beefy, slim guy. Like most people here, I'm sure. I met Jim in a let's see here. It was 1929. But then really met him, I guess, in 1940 or 1967. It's blurry, actually. We would snap. That's something I know about Jim. Remember, yeah, snapping can. It was more of like a big snap. There's more of like a snapping sound effect coming off. Yeah, there you go. We definitely, Jim and I, we did know each other very well, as I told his mother. And then she insisted I give this eulogy. Not a lot of people here at Jim's funeral, and I think that's upsetting to the mother, which is probably a big reason why I'm up here. I like the way we're working together yet independently here in this eulogy for Mr. Jim. Yeah, that's what he looked like. I think we can all agree that's exactly what 4 times the beef. 4 times the beef in Mr. Jim from Philadelphia. That's something. He's definitely from Philadelphia. Can I be honest? Final destinations. Funeral home. If I could be honest, I don't know. Did you know Jim? Okay, I did not know Jim. My name's Isaac. Please, I'm trying to give a eulogy. My name is Isaac, and I am what our Facebook group refers to us as funeral crashers. And what we do is, well, essentially we get free meals. You get yourself a nice black pair of slacks and a shirt that you borrow from the staff at Helium. And then you pretty much can get a free meal. And this place, 6 funerals one day, I mean, smorgasbord. And when I see Slim Jim, I mean, big, bold type Slim Jim, I'm like, I'm going to snap it to that. I'm going to snap to a Slim Jim tonight. And, of course, I assumed that Slim Jims were being served as snacks at a funeral for a human being. And obviously, oh, there's more? Yeah, just hit me with that. That's fine. Now, see, that's just juvenile. We're all trying to have a respectful memoriam for a long, slender piece of meat, and you're just being a child. It is filling time nicely, though, and for that, I'm pretty heavy. That says 20. Have I been up here for 20 minutes and 50 seconds? My God. I don't wish he was dead. I don't wish death upon anyone. 69. Yeah, you got it. She's still drawing. Originally, when this artist began their beautiful work, I thought that they would be drawing as I spoke, and now I realize I am filling the airtime while they draw, which honestly could not work out better for this situation. Since she is the one who knew Mr. I don't know what's happening there. I think if you probably, your color palette is getting confusing. It's all red. Phil H2, what? Fill me, daddy? I think we can all agree that in this day and age, I should say, fill me up, non-gendered parent. And I think if Jim was here, I have no idea if Jim was here, if he would approve, disapprove. Are you? Who is she talking to? Jim, he's here? He's here? This is what is happening? Okay. I think I'm done. Are you good? Are you good with your drawings? It's me. It's not Jim. I'm the guy standing. I'm Isaac. I'm behind you. Too close to you, actually. Deadly close to you. Yeah. Can you Can you sign your name? There we go. Add that to the registry.
That is beautiful.
Thank you.
We have an original. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna. If that suffices, I am definitely going to leave now. Okay. Thank you. Thanks. And yeah.
Don't
got
forget
her.
your meat gift basket.
Oh, gift back. Is it that?
It's back there. It's
Oh.
all the meat.
Oh. Well, hey, then I guess this all worked out, didn't it? I'm eating tonight. All right. Good night.
Thank you, Isaac. That's beautiful. I don't think we've ever had an artist depiction quite like this one before. This is a very unique perspective. It's very Picasso-y it's very Picasso-y of the artist. Thank you. It is it's beautiful. We don't often get too many wedding crashers, but we enjoy them when we get them because they fill out our funeral that some people might not attend. Think of how depressing it would have been if nobody would have mourned Slim Jim.
You just care that the check cleared.
Huh? Oh, I am so sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry for your loss. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm gonna wipe some of his. I think he cried a little bit.
I think that might have just been the meat sweats.
I think you should sing us a song, Bob.
Da 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 da. I don't know why she has me do this. She just makes me. She didn't tell me any of this beforehand. It's almost like she's making it up on the spot just to torture me.
It's how else are you supposed to learn, right? Learn through experience, right?
Yeah, blood, sweat, and tears. Mostly other people's.
We drain all of those from them.
No, you make me drain all of those, and they get all over me.
Well, it's for school. You're going to be a great one. You're going to be more experienced than your friend.
You still haven't repaired the shop vac, so I have to clean all this up with a mop. Your drain's clogged.
Well,
because the plumber got a weird vibe, so you claim.
well,
They towed his van 2 weeks later.
we should move on. Then let's change the subject. We actually, we have to keep going because we need to get to Mickey Mouse. So I'm gonna introduce the next eulogy, and it's a celebrity. You might know her. Her name is Gwen Stacy, and she's here mourning the loss of Spider-Man. sorry, Superman. Superman. Oh, man.
Yeah,
Sorry about
little
that.
embarrassing. Little embarrassing for me. I am Gwen Stacy, and I know it's probably a little bit awkward. I know because like here in your universe, I am dead already, but I'm from the multiverse. I'm the multiverse Gwen Stacy. Okay, the multiverse Gwen Stacy. And that actually explains I was here for the Spider-Man funeral. That's what I was planning on, and I heard that was last week.
Yeah, I'm sorry for your loss.
So I missed it. But that happens with multiverse travel sometimes. You gotta be careful. But you know, I walked in and I saw all the people in capes and masks, and I thought, well, what I prepared will probably fit for this one too. So, Superman. Okay. Yeah, a superhero is a superhero. So they're basically the same. I knew Peter in college. And I knew Superman from the news. Every time Superman flew off to fight a villain, I was so worried if he'd come back to me. To the citizens of Metropolis. Smallville. Okay, it's not a borough. Clark, Superman, was smart, he was caring, he looked great in red. That works for both. I guess he basically had no flaws. I guess just the one, I guess he did have that one flaw that, kryptonite. Sorry, you probably don't want to hear that word right now. He had a great energy, like a great radioactive energy. That's close enough. Right? That works. Brown hair, I liked. Blue eyes. I guess it kind of looked like a older, grown-up, buffer version of Spider-Man.
Yes.
Didn't have any weird.
Appendages?
I didn't see anything underneath. Again, I didn't know him personally. But he didn't seem to have anything shooting out of him quite the same way. But I'm sure that was fun for whoever experienced that. You know what? I'm just gonna conclude here. I can tell other crying people wanted to talk about Superman. And I'm getting a lot of side eye from them. He's not your boyfriend. And even Spider-Man wasn't your boyfriend anymore. So, whatever. Okay, so I'd like to just conclude with the motto of Peter. Spider-Man. Clark. Superman. To the man of steel. The man of tomorrow. I know that one. We're gonna have to change that one, I think. You guys decide. Man of yesterday. With great power comes great responsibility. Take that into the afterlife, Superman. That's all I've got for you.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Gwen.
We're sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Us mourning together has just helped me reach my step count. I just did that. I'm pretty proud of that. Oh,
I'm surprised you didn't mean it earlier today, just doing laps of the cemetery. which is your usual?
You have to know where the good plots are. We don't want any underground funeral homes stealing all the good ones. Keep my eye on this table. How about you? You both, any funeral home? You gonna try to swipe under us? Trying to encroach on the business? No? That's what they all say before they do.
No, they're actually adjunct professors at my college. Are you going to try to bribe them with funeral plots again?
Everyone has a price, and if you know of anyone who is going to pass away soon, or you want to pass away soon, let me know.
As long as I get an A. I really don't care what happens here.
Well, I'm glad that you are very positive. Always, just a second. These are technically feminine hygiene wipes. And I need to make the podium more comfortable. I need to cleanse. Pretend it's like a nether region, like the nethers of our soul. As we sing Kumbaya together. 1 and 2 and
Kumbaya. 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 Superman. Kumbaya. Kumbaya. Superman. Kumbaya.
that is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Give it up for yourselves. Yeah. Who needs to pay that church choir? Not this person, okay? We saved a lot of money. I am very,
What's the pack of kids locked in the side room then?
they're earning a badge. They're earning a badge for scouts.
I'm just gonna put my fingers in my ears for legal reasons. I don't want to be party to this.
Well, we're gonna have a party together. We are looking at the bright side because here is the eulogy of Mr. Brightside.
I would like to thank you all for coming today to the funeral of my very best friend, Mr. Brightside. Not just my very best friend, maybe one of the most important people in my entire life. You see, Mr. Brightside introduced me to my girlfriend when he said, "Hey, that girl over there, she looks just like my boyfriend that I had in February of, I believe, 2001. I would like to thank you all for coming here and putting my dear friend to rest. I want to just thank all of you for coming out of your cages, and I'm really glad that you're doing just fine. I don't believe any of us expected things to move so quickly and so tragically with Mr. Brightside. I mean, this entire ordeal, it just started with a kiss. It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss! I'm sorry.
Take the time you need.
Now he's in that big sleep. And my stomach is sick, and it's all in my head. Anyway, he got sick quickly. You guys were there. It was fairly painless. It actually wasn't the illness that got him, it was the complications. He ended up He ended up choking on his alibis. The alibis. I do want to thank you guys coming out. It means a lot, and it would mean a lot to him. I'm sure it is. He would never tell you, but you know, that's just how he is. Silence is just part of him. It's just the price you pay. It's the price you pay. And now, those hallowed hills, wherever he's going, is calling to him. Of course, you guys know, out of respect for him and mostly for us, for those that loved him, it is a closed casket funeral, because I just can't look. It was killing me. But you know what? Now I'm taking control. All right, that's what it's going to be. And we're going to inter the beautiful, lovely Mr. Brightside, the only place he ever could have wanted to go. We're going to turn this saint back into the sea, which is what he would want. I love you all very much. I never.
I'm so moved. I'm gonna need a moment. So tragic.
I'm so happy that we got to hear such a touching eulogy. I feel like I was personally touched by Mr. Brightside. Does anyone else here feel connected as well? That is amazing that you were all here to support him in his time of mourning. It's intense. We've come to the eulogy that most of you have come here to hear, and we're really sorry that you have to mourn your friend, Mickey Mouse. This is, I know, it's the final eulogy, and I think we've all grown closer together.
We've shared tears.
I think Donald isn't here yet.
Is Mr. Duck? Mr. Duck!
Is there, Donald?
Sir Donald.
Oh, okay, well, this is uncomfortable. Can you do me a favor? Can you get a spare microphone from my book bag in the back? Bob, please.
If you say so.
Thank you. Don't look in the rest of the book bag.
I know it's in the book bag.
So, since you both have been awesome as well, you both have been great. We got this beautiful picture. We have four beautiful pictures. We're gonna need, we're really embarrassed to ask this. We're gonna need one of you to read. He left it, Donald left, he told us he was coming back. He clearly is a liar or something happened to him. And we're gonna have another eulogy about him next week. We're gonna need one of you to read it, please. And no, don't. I want it clean for them, Bob. You're getting your droplets all over it. Yeah, okay. And while you're at it, can you moisten the podium so they don't have your germs all over it?
Yes, mistress.
All right, can one of you join us? Thank you so much. I think he left it in the upper part of the podium. If you want to pretend and do it in a Donald Duck voice. I don't blame you. I think he would appreciate that. But if you don't feel comfortable, don't feel obligated to. It's just someone's soul on your shoulders. I think he got kind of graphic in there, so I apologize if he's a dirty duck.
I don't know that I can do Donald Duck voice.
It's okay. Just read from the heart.
It's with deep sadness that I speak to you today. May we all remember Mickey Mouse as the amazing mouse he was. He lived a long life, a full life. He loved my Minnie. Well, not as much as I love my Daisy. He still loved her a good amount. He was adventurous. He once invited Daisy and I to go to a swingers party, and turns out was not the silly symphony swings wave swinger attraction. Let's just say I'm surprised Pluto wasn't named after a different planet. Get it? Some of you will never be able to know why they call him Steamboat Willie. I know there have been gross accusations that Mickey was a leader of, for lack of better words, cults. There are logical reasons nobody has seen a few of the members of the Mickey Mouse Club, the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, or the House of Mouse. Yes, he connected with millions of people with his tremendous charisma. Yes, he was a dynamic leader. Sure, cult leaders often require degrees of conformity among members, and he was very keen on people in his club wearing sweaters. But who doesn't love a good sweater? I know he told people he was the only way they could get into the magic kingdom of the afterlife, but those are just magical words. Hopefully we can bury those accusations now and quit tarnishing his good name. Mickey always made time for his friends and extracurriculars. Even after Fantasia, he never gave up on his magical friends. He let me know he eventually became a grand wizard, and I think, going based on context clues, he was in charge of lighting the fireworks each night. Mickey would stick up for everybody. One time, a friend of ours was telling us about some messed up things Chuck E. Cheese was accused of, and Mickey made sure she knew, not all mice. Mickey lived by the phrase, no shirt, no shoes, no problem. Although he had the shoes, he didn't have a top or a problem. Other than those accusations, which is the last time those will be brought up. Some might say he wore the pants in our friendship because he wouldn't let me. It was an old joke we would have. He would say, Donnie boy, if you wear pants, I'll kill you. And then we would laugh. And then he would say, no, I'll really kill you. And then we would giggle. He continued with, I'll make sure to take Daisy first. I'll do it slowly in front of you, and you'll have that blood on your hands. And then we would be rolling on the floor, can't catch our breath with laughter. He would keep the gag going by saying, I'll make you drag her body out to the swamp and then dig her grave. Once you're good and tired, then I'll do it. I'll kill you. And how, boy, we were really laughing hard. And he would say, I'll pluck every feather off of you slowly and make you stand there naked, naked. Not pantsless naked, naked, naked. I'll make you cry and even make you wish you had never even seen the word pants. The only bottoms you'll be in is the bottom of the grave you just dug for your dead girlfriend whose blood is on your hands. And then we would have a huge laugh the rest of the night. We lost Mickey too soon. He left us with a not so wonderful world of mystery related to his last day. We'll never know why he did drinking around the world at Epcot, stole all the flags from each country, and shouted, there's only one flag, and it says, don't tread on me. We'll never know why he was found completely naked, lying cold, dead, alone in an alleyway of the red light district of downtown Disney. We'll never know why he didn't invite me. I could have helped, or at least not be left behind with this guilt, with this emptiness. I will always love you, Mickey. Be free in that final magical kingdom.
That was amazing. Oh my gosh. I am tearing up. You said it with such emotion. Oh, have you given a eulogy before? Oh, you sounded like a pro. Oh my gosh, I might hire you for other funerals that don't have loved ones attending.
We're just very glad that you volunteered because you were so close to him. I could really tell you were speaking from the heart.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you so much. Can we give another round of applause? And that concludes our podcast. I'm going to have a funeral fact. I wrote this out for you. I did some research, as I do each episode. I don't want to leave you all out. It normally takes 6 to 8 people to carry a casket, unless you're patient and donate your body to kinetic science. And then you can have the U.S. Olympic team practice with your casket as they do quite literal deadlifts. Mm-hmm. So that's how we train. Tokyo, get ready. Okay, we've had a lot of caskets sent their way. Yes, thank you. You've seen them. I've seen it. Mm-hmm. It's real. So you can speak the truth. Yeah. You can speak the truth. Thank you so much for coming out and joining us. I'm Sam Rager. I played Shelley Stoker.
And yeah, let's give it up for Sam, everybody. I'm Santiago Iglesias, playing Bob, the assistant.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. And we had a great group of comics join us tonight. They did such an amazing job. I wanna give it up for Joe Bates. Joe Bates eulogized the AC unit. Joe, can you join us on stage?
Let's cheer him up here, everybody.
Woo!
Hi. Good job, by the way. You're fantastic. You're way better than any of the comics.
Joe, where are you going to be next?
I'm going to be here next. I'll be hosting all weekend for Damon Wayans Jr. Yeah, sweet. And if you guys buy tickets, we'll have at least the same size crowd. Hell yeah.
That's amazing. And Joe, where do we go when we die?
Oh, Sam's Club.
Sam's Club, all the free samples in the sky.
All the ones you want. Cheese. That's the only one I know of.
I like cheese and sausage and little cakes. That's so good.
Yeah.
Bagel bites.
You can put the sausage in the cakes because you don't care about cholesterol. You're good.
Well, Sam, it is your club, so.
Oh, boom. Good job, Santi. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Woo. Can we get Gwen Sunkel?
Yeah.
Gwen was amazing. She eulogized Thelma and Louise.
Both of them together.
Gwen, where are you going to be next?
I will be featuring at Wiley's Comedy Club in Dayton, Ohio, March 27th, 28th. And follow me on social media at Gwenderwoman.
That's amazing. And where do we go when we die?
Oh, nowhere. This is all fake. This is all, none of this is real. It just restarts like when you reboot your Nintendo.
I knew it. Give it up for Gwen. Can we get Isaac Lanford out here? Isaac eulogized Slim Jim.
Yep, sure did.
Isaac, where are you going to be next?
I don't know what date it is. Probably at the White Rabbit Cabaret. You can find me on hairbraincomedy.com. and an evening with the authors here in Indianapolis. We'll be in Louisville in April, and hopefully back in Detroit sometime here, before we are all gone.
Yes, please. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. And Isaac, where do we go when we die?
It's here. It's this, just in a loop forever. Sorry, guys. See you tomorrow and every day after that. Thanks.
And as we're doing these, I think some of you will be getting your checks. And make sure to tip very generously. The waitstaff here have been phenomenal and hustling their tookuses off. Can we get DJ, Katie. Can we get Katie Hetledge out here? Woo! Katie eulogized Spider-Man / Superman. She did
We
such
don't
an
know.
incredible job playing Gwen Stacy.
Thank you.
Katie, where are you going to be next?
This Friday, I will be at the White Rabbit in Fountain Square doing some stand-up.
Woo! That is awesome. And Katie, where do we go when we die?
I believe that The Little Mermaid is an afterlife film. We become mermaids, and then that's as far as I got.
Keep it going for Katie. All right, and can we bring DJ out? DJ Dangler, you eulogized Mr. Brightside.
I did.
DJ, where are you going to be next?
I've got a big show on 420 at the White Rabbit Cabaret. Yeah, we're doing the fancy trash show. Should be a good time. Should be real cool. It'll be themed. Maybe not where you guys are at, but I would be shocked if there wasn't some. Yeah.
And DJ, where do we go when we die?
You guys can go wherever you want, but I'm going to Miami Beach, idiots. That's what I'm doing. I figure that's where I'll go. Oh, wait. Oh, after we die or where we go to die? I misunderstood.
After we die.
Oh, after we die, Fiddler's Green. It's a mythical place. It's all mirth and lyre music. It's good times. But yeah, but you only get there after you die at Myrtle Beach. It's a weird rabbit hole into it. It's just
sounds
science.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank you, guys.
much. All right, and to our
Amazing volunteers. What was your name, miss?
Elena.
Everyone give Elena a round of applause. Drawing several touching portraits to Slim Jim.
Elena, where do we go when we die? Indianapolis? It's heaven here, right? And what is your name, our lovely volunteer? Lita. Lita? Yeah. Lita, where do we go when we die?
I once heard a big apartment in the sky.
A big apartment in the sky. I like it. As long as it's not a studio.
Let's give it up for Lita.
Woo!
Thank you so much. You had a fantastic reading. Your enunciation was excellent. Thank you so much.
Yes, and our wonderful waitstaff are incredible. I send a huge shout out to them. Give them a huge round of applause. And one more time for Joe Bates, Gwen Sunkel, Isaac Lanford, Katie Hadley, DJ Dangler. Enjoy the rest of your night, you guys. Make sure to come back this weekend for Damon Wayans Jr.